Hello, I'm Tom Ungrodt from Ideation, President CEO, and welcome to the Gift and Home channel. This particular segment is on maintaining your profit margins in your business. Very difficult to do, but yet it can be simple, and I'm hoping in the next couple of minutes I can explain to you some of the things that we do that I think would be most important. First and foremost, is your bottom line 3 to 7% gross profit before taxes? It should be. And if it isn't, then maybe some of these things that I mentioned to you today will help. You evaluate your profit margins by controlling your markdowns, your shrinkage, things that happen every day in your store. These are things that can slip through your fingers, and I'll give you some examples. Shoplifting. Shoplifting is a big problem in our stores, both the front door and the back door. Markdowns. You've got merchandise you don't need anymore. You mark it down, it affects your profit margins at the end of the day. Controlling all your other expenses, which I will touch on a little bit later, is another way certainly to help control your margins. We feel and estimate in our business that almost 3% of our gross sales leave in shrinkage. So tighten down the area of shrinkage in your particular store. It's a scary statistic, but I want to emphasize to you that that's where a lot of your profit goes, is out the back door. Have in place plans for your breakage and for your paperwork shrinkage. Make sure that it's checked and double checked so that, again, that'll affect your operation by another 1 or 2%. So really what I'm trying to emphasize to you is there are many, many ways in your store in that regard that you can try and build on your profit margins, and these are just a few. Another way to try and increase your profit margins, or I should say maintain them, is you must do a physical inventory. I can't tell you the number of stores that I work with and talk to every year that don't physically count their store inventory. What is this going to do? It's going to tell you if your numbers match what's on your books. And if it doesn't, that becomes your immediate shrinkage and it comes right off the bottom line. So whatever you do, either hire a service, physically go in and plan on physically inventorying your store once or even twice a year if you find you've got some problems that I had mentioned before. General expenses, I can go on and on and on about your expenses, but controlling your heating bill. If it's cold or you're in a warm climate, you've got to keep a control of your thermostat. You know, our electric bills, everything else are thousands of dollars a month. Again, all of those things, by trimming them, watching them, will add to that 3 to 7% that you want on the bottom line. In looking at your profit margins and, again, trying to increase them, naturally what you want to look at is your inventory, how you buy it, how you market. There are several segments in the Gift and Home channel that will refer to margin and how you might get there and markup. And I will probably talk about that in some other segment. But most importantly, you can take an item, mark it up. It's going to help your profit margin in the long run. So I highly recommend you evaluate each item that comes in the back door. Great way to increase your profit margin. And lastly, I want to mention that in order to achieve that 3 to 7%, if you follow some of the basic guidelines that we talked about, generally controlling expenses, watching shrinkage, setting up systems, your volume will go up, and naturally your profits will go up. So good luck. This is Tom from the Gift and Home channel. Thank you.